this now is the unity moment. Players will form a circle to demonstrate a unified approach to support the battle against racism in all walks of life. And this happening right across the Guinness Pro14 this weekend. All set to go, and there is the man in charge tonight, Andrew Brace. Breakdown time. No Joey Carberry tonight, of course. A big night, another big night for JJ Hanrahan. And you always know it's a big game, Leinster Munster, when Johnny Sexton starts. But rugby has been put on hold for long enough now. It's been 5.5 months or something of that nature. 170 days plus on pause. We are ready to play again, and it is the old rivals toe-to-toe, head-to-head at the Aviva Stadium.
Emotional in a stadium with no people. Those scrum times are hugely emotionally important to win.
Good contest.
Snyman picks that one off.
7 away.
That's good line-out work from Munster. I think he's injured himself in the process, though, the South African. He got up well to collect that delivery from Kelleher. He's been attended to right down in front of us now as Munster go on with standard. Now Conor Murray. And they miss out Scannell on the find O'Mahony. Quick ball from Conor Murray and good hands from Hanrahan. First involvement for Keith Earls. The tempo just beginning to lift now as Munster come with their own first real attacking salvo of the game. Hanrahan. Dialende now, what can he do up against Cian Healy and Van der Fleer in there with a red scrum cap. Treatment ongoing to Snyman, by the way. He stayed on the ground.
So there's already a couple of injuries. Looks like Kilcoyne is limping badly and Snyman has stayed down on the deck, hasn't he? But that's a great start. That's superb line-out lift. See the lift from Peter O'Mahony at the front, holding strong. Then, when he was at his most vulnerable, both lifters left him go. And sometimes that can be refereed as in that's a Leinster infringement, but in reality his lifters need to be much stronger. If he's brave and getting up that high, you got to protect him. And it looks like he's not going to. That's a costly line-out win.
Keep going, 9. Keep going.
So what's the play here? Stander on the
6-1 setup.
More!
Tight into the front to O'Mahony.
Ball is there. Do not come in.
And you notice O'Mahony didn't even jump off the deck.
No, backwards.
And it's there for Conor Murray. Looking to set up the next attack. 6 metres out. Stander. Murray now goes to Archer. And Archer makes a yard or two, helped out by Billy Holland, Leinster player on the wrong side. Ball is there for Murray, no penalty this time. Here come Munster again. Incessant pressure now on that Leinster try line. 12 minutes in, can they get over? Scannell, good defence, this time penalty advantage. Will they try something a little more adventurous? Dialende! Dialende, has he got there? No, it's there for Conor Murray. They managed to hold him out, for now at least. And here comes the try, surely, for Andrew Conway. 12.5 minutes in, and Conway takes full advantage from the penalty advantage and goes over for his 43rd try in Munster colours.
Well, Andrew Conway gets the plaudits for the touchdown, but it is the outside centre in Chris Farrell who did some serious damage in, I think it was the 16-17 phases that Munster put through. Of all the big ball carriers get on the ball, it was the easiest of tries for Andrew Conway. But you've got to credit Josh van der Fleer in the number 7 jersey for Leinster. He must have put in about 6 tackles in that phase. But Chris Farrell, he's a game changer. He got across the gain line each time, gets his hands free. It's a clean breakdown, it's quick breakdown, and allows other big forwards to carry as well. Super score from Munster. Again,
and the perfect response to losing 2 key players so early in the game. Within 5 minutes of losing Kilcoyne and RG Snyman, Munster are in for the first try. And it's converted by JJ Hanrahan. And this time Kelleher does find his target, who was Jack Conan. Better communication and execution of the set piece that time from the team in blue.
And James Lowe, being tired of not getting any passes, goes into the ball himself.
It's Kelleher who has it. He's already managed 8 tries in his 11 appearances for Leinster. And he's not too far away from another one here. And they have hit back Leinster with a try. Brilliant work at set-piece time, and Leinster have the try. It's Cian Healy comes up to receive the plaudits. They got the forward momentum, they got the power, and it is Cian Healy.
And you can see how the red wall is just completely separated. There was no unit of effort there. They're all individuals trying their best, working, trying to bear hug Leinster pack, who kept brilliant, quite high actually, but kept their unity together. And just the red wall just disintegrated. Great score for Leinster.
Yeah, he struck it very nicely indeed. No problems whatsoever for Johnny Sexton. Parity on the scoreboard restored by Leinster, 7 points apiece. The opening quarter of the game has flown by at the Aviva. Munster's lead, of course, is greater. Leinster already through, but here come that Munster backline with Earls. Wonderful delivery off his left hand all the way out to his opposite number on the other wing. Conway, the try scorer. It's a little bit slow ball for Murray. Now Hanrahan spots a little gap and he dances in between Van der Fleer and Jack Conan. Good from the number 10. Here they come now with Lockman. Oh, he's coughed that up. It was ripped clear by Ronan Kelleher, showing his physicality. In goes Luke McGrath. Van der Fleer. No, that's a turnover. CJ Stander positioned perfectly, both hands on the ball, and Andrew Brace in the correct position to identify. Munster penalty. Struck that well, JJ Hanrahan. Munster go back into the lead. 12 tries, as I said, for Dave Kearney this season. That's as good as he's managed in each of the last 4 combined. Ball makes its way to Conan, therefore Luke McGrath. Leinster's try scorer. Cian Healy takes it up into the Munster 22. Kelleher. And he looked to be turned on the floor. Munster off their feet this time.
Never on the ball, perfecting quick ball.
A straightforward opportunity here for Johnny Sexton to level the game at 10 points apiece. No mistake from Johnny Sexton, and the game is tied up once again. Munster player is surrounded by
this is the
medics.
mix up here, but you can see Standard coming in, zoning in. It's the next breakdown where he attacks. He's not part of the tackle. He gets into a good low position. Now he's clamped on the ball. But I think it's Peter O'Mahony, is it? That's captain on.
Yeah, it's definitely O'Mahony who has come off the worst there. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it could be his left lower, it could be anything really, but...
And then he gets wedged under Kelleher, and it's very, very awkward in it.
Well, they're mobilising his upper body, neck, and so there was a nasty clash, wasn't there?
Tricky enough angle for Hanrahan. That looks absolutely perfect. Plenty of conviction and confidence behind that, and Munster back in front. Kelleher, oh, it's been picked off by O'Mahony. Van der Fleer somehow he's got his hands on it though.
Last feet, no red.
Conan.
Away red. Yes, stay here.
How often do we see Leinster score right at this time in the
On
game?
the line, red.
Championship minutes right on half time.
Onside.
Healy, who's already got one,
Short.
held up short, half a metre short. Slow ball from
Stay last
McGrath.
feet.
Conan waits, they go a little wider. The Henshaw dinks it through for Ringrose.
He did
Brilliant.
exceptionally well, Conor, because he was body checked, I think, by Chris Farrell just to get through, so he kept powering forward, I think.
No, it wasn't. It's offside. 17.
Really good between Henshaw and Ringrose.
Just keep an eye on Chris Farrell there, just a slight body check. He had to change his line and he still kept his pace. That's quality from Ringrose.
Another man who's in really good, prolific try-scoring form this season, Gary Ringrose.
Yeah, good.
Hat-trick against Benetton, a hat-trick against the Saints in Europe, and now he's scored against Munster at the Aviva. What a finish to the half for the defending champions. They had to come from behind time and time again in that half. Munster really put it up to them. But it is a try from Gary Ringrose right on half-time. That means Leinster will go in with a 4-point advantage after 40 minutes of really good top-class Pro 14 rugby on the restart. Leinster lead Munster by 17 points to 13. That we've witnessed here. Ringrose, by the way, in scintillating form in terms of try scoring. That's 9 in 8 matches now this season, and his first against Munster. And wasn't it interesting that it was a little combination and deft interplay between the two Leinster centres that led to that try, when a lot of the talk in the build-up was about the other two centres, Dealandi and Farrell, both of whom have been pretty good also.
Set. Advantage.
Can they take advantage now? 3 to Johnny Sexton's left-hand side, one of whom is Ringrose. He's hit the ground running tonight as well. It's been good from the Leinster midfield. That was clever from Sexton. Good from Baird. And away goes James Lowe. They're not going to stop him from here. Brilliant from Leinster. Really good try. Really well worked. Wonderful cohesion and guile about that. And it's another try for James Lowe against Munster. 4th in 7 games.
It's amazing that the nod of confidence in Sexton, he would have seen there was Baird outside him. He obviously was seen there was James Lowe was further out again, but the confidence that the Irish captain Johnny Sexton has in the young second row to play that intricate pass, knowing that he'd be able to catch it. He did. He kept the pace of it and catch it with 2 hands, fixed the last defender and just popped it out of his beautiful play. Absolutely beautiful play. But for me, Sexton acknowledging his ability, because he allowed him to do it, is the key for that.
No, he's got it. Johnny Sexton has nailed the extra 2, and Leinster are pushing out into that kind of advantage from which they are very, very difficult to reel in.
But as I was saying about 10 minutes ago, Conor, how Leinster just making it look a little easier to get those scores than in comparison how hard Munster have to work. It's arresting Leinster's move forward, if you like.
Well, Andrew Brace is going to the pocket here.
There's too many team offence.
That's taken one for the team is Devon Toner. He's been only on the pitch about 5 minutes or so.
Stay last feet, Blue.
Oh, juggled by Marshall, almost give it away. That's Ringrose has done enough to make that difficult for Munster. Picked up by Lockman, but they forced them back 5 or 6 metres here. Murray now. Is there a little bit of guile and craft behind all this forward momentum play? Stander. Marshall again. Run into Byrne now. Murray Hanrahan, bit of width potentially. Earls, can he get there? Did he get there? Has Keith Earls dragged Munster right back into this contest? Has he got that down in the corner?
I tell you, Conor, my view from where we're sitting, that is world-class play from Keith Earls, the Irish and Munster winger. That's absolutely world-class. If he converts that into a try, that looks good to me.
Okay, on-field decision is try.
Absolutely world-class from Keith Earls.
On-field decision is try.
Look at the amount of work he did do. 3 blue jerseys down on him.
Pass is fine.
That's outrageous, keeping his feet in play.
Yeah, Andy.
That's phenomenal try.
Stay with your on-field decision.
Early a puff of breeze in the Aviva Stadium tonight. He's caught that beautifully. Straight away to the kicking tee. That's brilliant from JJ Hanrahan. Game on now. Final 15 minutes. It's all back in the melting pot. Which is pretty much empty at this point. There's been a little bit of collateral damage, disappointment for Dave Carney, RG Snyman we know about from the first half. One or two others as well. Scannell's kick has been touched in flight, picked up quickly. Oh, that was audacious and carried an element of risk. Picked up by Deegan. Gibson Park goes in, bent weights, another advantage. Conor Murray didn't get himself out of the way quickly enough for Andrew Brace's liking. Taken on by Keelan Doris.
Advantage, 16 off the ball.
And there's another advantage. Reece Marshall this time pinged. Oh, great pass over the top of Keith Earls to Henshaw. Dinks one ahead. Deegan off in chase. Picked up by Hanrahan. Back we go for the penalty. Well, he looks to have got that. Yes, he has. Measured it very nicely indeed. Burn Keelan Doris in there too. Work rate very high from the Leinster back row and number 6.
But it transforms their performance when they speed that recycle up. They're a totally different side when Leinster are having time to reset.
Casey Lockman had to wait for it. Took it on the bounce.
Ball is there.
Missing out Marshall this time, over the top from Hanrahan. No room for Conway to manoeuvre, so he comes in off the flank. It's Ryan this time at first receiver, carries it on 5 metres. Hanrahan assessing the options. Dale Ende, Farrell, Earls. This is good from Munster. O'Mahony was there in weight. Casey, better tempo at the base of the ruck, just the fresh legs. Inject a bit of urgency about this Munster
very narrow
attack.
Defensively, all inside the post.
Lowe is going across to Conway's wing now to try and cover. Here's Daly, there is Conway. Conway against Lowe. Andrew Conway all the way. Finished it brilliantly. Second try of the night for the former Munster man. And Munster once again are right back in this contest now. What a game this is proving to be.
As you watch the recycle again, I've mentioned it so many times in the last few minutes, but JJ Hanrahan just transforms his performance when he's playing off a quick ball, where he's less time to think. He just gets on and trusts his natural talent and gets the likes of Chris Farrell into play. But when you got 2 wingers like Munster have, and you get quick ball and give them any sort of an opportunity, it's wonderful to watch. Again, Leinster, who are obviously best team in Europe, arguably, like your quality side with so many players of pace, but when that recycle gives them less time to reset their defence, then they look a little bit vulnerable, don't they?
Yeah. And he comes into it. Pressure kick. Oh, as he just left that out to the right hand side. Small margins, but it's very much all on the table last 5 minutes. Oh, Munster player, yeah, he's been held in there. These are all big calls for Andrew Brace. Game-changing calls. There's a game-changing intercept from Devon Toner. All the way down from 6'10", almost to his bootstraps. and at full stretch to pinch that ball. Earls gets away from Ringrose, gets away from Lowe, taken the ground by Byrne. Are we going to get a spectacular finish to this game? Something from inside their own 22 from Munster.
Outside.
All the way across to Lockman. Dealande now doesn't have too many options. O'Mahony hugs the touchline on this near side. Inside the final minute. Casey, it's been spilled forward, and that might just be it. Leinster put it through the hands now. Byrne is going to kick one over onto the far side. Is there enough in the legs of Ryan Baird? No, he's down on one knee. He's almost out of gas. There's nothing left in the tank. And from a Leinster point of view, it doesn't really matter at this stage, surely. Almost up to 80 minutes.
Time is off.
And time running out for Chris Farrell to finish on the winning side. It's going to take something colossal here from this Munster team.
One stop! Use it now!
Casey being urged to use it. Take the bonus point, ball off the pitch. And that is that at the Aviva. Full-blooded debut for Damien Dealande. We were denied a real look at what RG Snyman can do. Remember, he went off injured after only 7 minutes. But a topsy-turvy thriller of a game. Half a dozen tries and over 50 points, and it goes the way of Leinster. They have beaten Munster 27-25 at the Aviva.